this is when I thought, oh my goodness, he's gonna propose.
I was a bit much.
Hello everyone, Happy New Year. So today is the 8th of January. So I hope you guys had a restful break over the holidays, no matter how you spent it. But yes, this is going to be a very first vlog of 2024. I'm very optimistic about this year. I think a lot of great things are gonna happen, and yeah, just wanted to do a little update with you guys. So yeah, like just, you know, a little but not so little life update is that at the end of last year, 2023, I got engaged. For real? Yeah. Oh, yes, truly, this happened. So I thought I'll do a little vlog today just to share all the details with my friends and family around the world. So yeah, it happened on 21st of December. I did kind of share it on Instagram, but I kind of shared it in a nice, like, low-key way. It was easier for me because, like, I just find that I am pretty awkward these days when it comes to this sort of thing. I don't know why, but yeah. This is what today is for. But first, let me bring Dummel up because he has to be with me at all times. So it happened on 21st of December, and the thing was, he wasn't supposed to propose so soon. I knew it was coming. I wasn't sure when, but I figured it would probably be in the next coming few months. And it wasn't supposed to happen on 21st of December. It kind of just happened spontaneously, organically. I think he planned to do it close to the new year. Yeah, so basically, some of you guys know that Isaac hasn't been feeling too good for the past couple of years. He's had a lot of stomach pains, and we've been in and out of the doctors and hospitals. You know, for Isaac, the blood tests really get to him. Before, it wasn't so bad, but now, because he knows what to expect, it gives him a lot of anxiety. So that night he was feeling pretty low, and I think what RG tried to do was to make him feel special, to perk up his spirits. He said to him, "Do you want to see the ring that I got mommy?" And of course Isaac was like, yeah. And I think what happened was, as soon as he showed Isaac the ring, Isaac was like, "You have to propose to her right away." Yeah, I do think it's kind of sweet that, you know, he listened to Isaac in that moment, even though it wasn't supposed to happen. And yeah, previously we had discussed this before. I mean, I said this to my friends already. The older that I get, the more I don't like surprises. I think it must be like a safety thing, because the past few surprises in my life in the past few years has really like knocked me off my feet. So I've maybe kind of got quite afraid of it. So it was quite nice that we got to talk about it, and you know, I was able to say, if it's possible, I don't want to be out in public. I don't want other people there. I kind of just, I don't want a big facade. You know, you can do it when we're out walking the dogs. Stuff like that. Like where I feel safe, basically. Yeah, he showed Isaac the ring, and Isaac said, "You have to propose." And then obviously he would have to tell Ayla, right? Because you can't do anything without Ayla knowing. So I was upstairs getting the bath ready for the kids. I was doing the bins, right? I had bin bags in my hand, and I was wearing this. Not much different from this. My hair was probably clipped up like in a bun or something, but picture this, you know, I'm doing the bins, and I turn around and I see like Isaac and Ayla like giggling constantly, and I'm like, what's up? Like they're up to something. And then I see RG kind of like sheepishly, you know, standing in the corner of the bin, and this is when I thought, oh my goodness, he's gonna propose. It was just such a simple, organic proposal. I mean, before I did say, ideally, I would like it just you and I. Actually, having the kids there made it even more special. Like when he was on his knees, and you know, he basically just said, you know, "I love you, I love the kids. I want to spend the rest of my life." But like when he was saying that, the kids were so excited, and they were circling and just running. So I was trying to concentrate between like him and like my children running around. It was just such an organic and simple but special proposal. So yeah, even now, like I'm still kind of in disbelief, and it's still like kind of sinking in. It was actually the next day or two where I would be hosting like a family dinner. It turned into like a double celebration thing where, you know, we were gonna celebrate Christmas, but at the same time the engagement. But I was really awkward. Like I said, I'm very awkward about this sort of thing now. I think I kind of waited for for my family members to like discover it themselves. And it was so funny because when my mom saw it, she was like, oh, she was saying, let me see. She literally took it out of my finger. She was like, let me see. Like, I think her first words was, can I borrow it? And then I think the second was, can I have your old engagement ring? And when Archie and I first started dating, obviously we were enjoying each other's company, getting able to know each other. And as time went on, I mean, like, I think marriage was always something that we were open to, but not necessarily something that, you know, we really pushed forward. Like, it wasn't that important. But as time went on, I think we realized that, oh, you know, I would really love it if you were my husband and I'm your wife. Like, we started trying on rings, I think it was August. And even that experience, like, it meant so much to me. I know some people like to keep it a surprise or a secret, but I really loved being able to talk about these things. We looked at a few different jewelers, so he kind of knew like the style that I would like. Yeah, like when I started looking at rings, I was really drawn to like more of the irregular shapes. There's this ring called the Snowdrift ring made by Melanie Casey that I really loved. And then I realized that with my short stubby fingers, turns out I don't really suit that this sort of design, and what I really suit is just a really simple ring. And you know, it's funny how like time goes. Like 10 years ago or whatever years ago, like I would have never considered gold, but I actually really like the look of gold. It's actually gold and then platinum at the top. I have some questions here that you guys asked, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer them right here for you guys. Has Ayla picked out her flower girl dress yet? Since, you know, we've only got engaged literally, you know, end of last month, I think we're just really taking our time. Ideally, I would love it if he would have moved here permanently, and then we can like start thinking of planning a wedding. In fact, the thing is, we don't mind a wedding, but I think we would have been happy just to elope. But, you know, my daughter wants to be a flower girl. Actually, the first thing that happened was, as soon as I said yes and we hugged and everything, the first thing that Ayla said was, I want a wedding! I think it would be lovely to have like my nearest and dearest together. Just a small, intimate wedding. Something that the kids will also like have memory of as well. But honestly, you know, Archie and I would have just been as happy, you know, signing the papers at City Hall. It's the marriage that we're excited about. It's the life. Will the wedding be next year? Okay, so it's 2024 now. The wedding could be this year. I think we're probably gonna look into like different venues, perhaps in February or March. Just funny how like your vibe can change, because, you know, for my first wedding, it was a summer wedding and it was lovely, but you know, this time around I feel like I would love an autumnal wedding, even like a Christmas, like winter wedding. So are we going to see Archie now? As much as I would love you guys to meet him, I think he's just the sweetest. Oh, there's a bird. He still wants to remain private, so I hope you guys understand. Will you and Archie have more kids? That is not in our plan. I'm happy enough with just Ayla and Isaac. He's happy enough with just Ayla. Oh, speaking of Ayla and Isaac, I forgot to like share with you guys. So he actually proposed to Ayla as well. So she had her little box. She had like a little pink box, and she had her own little ring as well. So, yeah, he actually got down on his knees. Watching him propose to my daughter, like that meant a lot. So yeah, I think that's really it. Yeah, that's the good news to share with you guys. Other good news is I recently completed my digital painting. One thing that I really want to try doing this year is printing my art and into prints. Yeah, this year I just want to just go for it. I love to paint, and I love it as a hobby, but I think I've always had a little bit of imposter syndrome where I feel like my art isn't good enough to be, you know, hung in someone else's walls, but it would make me really happy. So I think this year I just kind of want to go for it. Like, I don't dare to call myself an artist. And that there's this belief where I feel like, oh, I'm a real artist if I sell my work, which I know is not true, but it would certainly mean a lot to me. I did look into different printers, but I think for now I want to stick with my current printer. I don't want it to be like when I was doing the eyebrows thing where I bought everything and then I didn't commit to it. So this time around, I just want to be more sensible. Last week, I actually did an art study. This is based on a painting from an artist. Her kind is called Lucid Renditions Art, and she made this really beautiful like ethereal piece with like a vintage frame, and the colors just really captivated me. So I thought, like, you know, I have a circular frame here. I've always wanted to try it. And yeah, that was what I did. Usually I'm not quite a seascape girl. I really struggle painting with water, but I really love the colors that she used. I just thought it was so ethereal. You can see here's just a little one. I really love how this frames actually. This one is using canvas paper, which here's a larger version here. This is an 8x8. So really love this one that I did recently. Just think it looks like a secret garden, which I have frames here. So yeah, just experimenting with like different papers. So, and the main thing is I'm enjoying the journey. But yeah, I think this is a year that I want to face my fears. I'm having one of those moments where I'm like, isn't it interesting? You know, how life can change and also come back to you. It meant so much to spend New Year's Day with Isaac, with Ayla, with my family, with Archie. You know, when just literally 4 years ago, on the 1st of January, 4 years ago, I was getting ready for a wedding, and I had told nobody at that time, and I just didn't want to ruin anyone's holidays, didn't want to ruin anyone's big day, take the focus from anyone, so I just really held it all inside, and I harbored in the pain, and it was awful, but somehow, you know, you make it through. Despite the pain, you find reasons to smile, you find reasons to laugh about, things get better. So yeah, hindsight is a beautiful thing. The more I think about it, the more I just think some things, the way it happened, the timing that it did, it's not a coincidence. You know, it's like, you have to accept that you are guided. As I end this video, I just want to just put a reminder out there. You're now, or now, I know my accent has gotten stronger since I've moved back home. Your now is not your forever. You might be feeling pain and hurt right now, but it's not gonna be your forever. They say time is a healer, and that's true, but the more important thing is what you do with that time. If you spend that entire time moping, of course it's okay to mope, but if you spend all of your time moping just to reconfirm why you're feeling that way, you're just in this endless cycle. And if it doesn't support the life that you want, you have to let it go, because you have to accept that you are responsible for your happiness. No matter what happens, like, never stop working on yourself. Always do the work. Read the books. Listen to the audiobooks. Listen to the podcasts. Go to the talks. The better your relationship you have with yourself, the better your relationship you'll have with other people, the faster it takes for you to get up. It's been quite the journey for the past few years. And it's been, maybe for a lot of people, the journey has been very slow to get here, to get painting again. But at least it's not a race, okay? The main thing is you're moving forwards. That is the main thing. Some of the best moments of your life are still yet to be lived. So hopefully see you guys soon. Thank you for chilling with me, and know that I'm always rooting for your happiness.